Welcome, Jomari. Thanks so much for coming, and so great to know that you've been to some of our events. I'm sorry that I didn't realise. Do you want to tell me a little bit about the Digital Reserve? I'm interested.
Yes, the Digital Reserve is designed to actually hopefully eliminate predatory lending. Predatory lending means like payday loans, which is 400% on average. Microfinance is 45% on average inside developing regions. And we think that we can do better. We can build an infrastructure that can better mitigate some of the default risk, as well as increase the scalability of kind of these capital pools. So really we're trying to create a system that allows people that have been overlooked, underserved, to have access to this capital, be able to produce and make and actually bring additional productivity to an economic system. So we're doing this via cryptocurrency networks using cost-based proof of stake.
Fantastic. We had an interesting conversation earlier about the fact that people often think that social causes are not profitable. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think that comes from a perspective of misinformation, of people not understanding that social impact is about impact. However, it can still be profitable. It can be wildly profitable. It's about finding the intersection between profitable opportunities and incentives and the needs of people. Because if we're talking about business about solving problems, well, then solving social problems is still an opportunity. Yeah. It's just really how you design those solutions that matter. It's not just nonprofits. For example, there's recently been an opportunity zone work where you can defer capital gains taxes. That is an immensely attractive option for people who have wealth, who actually want to defer their tax liability. Yeah. But it also is an opportunity to invest inside communities that have a high potential for returns, like those who are actually inside communities that have a great opportunity for growth, who have been looking for a new mall, a new business, a new factory, a new residence or a commercial site. Right. So it's really just how you design your incentives, and people aren't looking at that perspective. Like, how can we make incentives that still make profitability impact in the same way as social impact in nonprofits?
I guess that's the great thing about startups, really, ultimately, is that, like, no one's going to do a startup and not want to make a profit, you know what I mean? Like, why would you be working backwards? So it sort of changes the old charity corporation sort of model where it was sort of a non-profitable sort of thing. So tell me, what do you think is the main focus at the moment for the blockchain as regards changing our social needs?
Yeah, so really, when I look at what people are building right now, a lot of it has been reflecting a lot of the same traditional systems of philanthropy and of giving. And I think what people need to understand is, like, we have the opportunity to redesign the entire system. Cryptocurrencies are about actually saying, how do we create a system that's more effective, more efficient, that's more reflective of our values and our interests. Yeah. Yeah. And then we can actually take into account those social goods that we want to consider into our design. And I think that's where things are going. We're saying, how do we look at what all the positive best practices that exist are, and then create a system that reflects those and our personal values and interests, and then building from there. And I think that system of incentive and incentivizing people's behavior to be in alignment with what your vision of the future is where we're going.
Fabulous. And so that's the future through your eyes?
That's what I believe. That's what I see. I tell people, like, so if you look at Bitcoin, yeah. Bitcoin is a very is a demonstration of the libertarian philosophy of being able to maintain and hold on to the things that you own that's good for you, yes. Like to maintain the value of what you created and your wealth. Yes. However, if that's one side of the scale, there's another side of the scale that's looking at how do you actually create a system that reflects the productivity of everybody and matches the influence or impact that they're bringing to the entire network. And that's kind of what we're trying to develop with the Digital Reserve, something that reflects the other side. It's like saying, how do you create productivity and show that you're a contributing part of the economic system?
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And I'm really looking forward to the panel. Thanks for coming.
Oh, glad to be here. It's a joy. I'm glad to serve.